Minister, but not, I asked about the permits and the fees in connection with our law that regulates the so-called precario rechten, the use of public spaces and the fees that are associated with that. And I asked if these monies are being collected. Just recently, we saw where a firm made a statement regarding their payment made in order to put down advertisement boards, and that a board was vandalized, was whatever the case may be, but very specifically made fact that they are paying their fees. And my question is, are all of these fees collected for persons making use? Yes, it is not much, it's not huge amounts, but it also has a deterring and regulatory effect if persons have to ask permission to use public domain, so that we don't get, a kind of a wild, wild west situation. So that's what I meant. And the answer that was given previously was related to the lottery booths, although I wasn't asking about that in this context. But since we're on the topic, I know that I think it was a LBHAM was established for the lottery booths. However, it had to go into effect by national decree. And I asked if that national decree has been issued. Minister, I want to chime in. I want to chime in on the discussion regarding the Union Road, and just asking if there's any way that this road, given the developments that are taking place in Colby around the Union Road, if the Union Road could, and of course this goes to the COM, not to you specifically, could be given some attention, because of course the developments that are taking place in Colby are a barometer, you can say, of development, at least one area of development, namely construction, but it is placing, we're going to be seeing some serious issues there with respect to traffic movement, etc., pedestrians, I mean, you name it. So I'm just asking if you could do a little plug in there on that matter. I also want to say, Minister, with all the discussion that has been going on about Winair shares, sale, no sale, and whatever, that there was a motion passed by Parliament when this matter came up in the budget about selling Winair shares. So I just wanted to put that out there, that there was a motion regarding being very, very careful and just not adding it in the budget to say you're collecting money. So, Minister, those were the few things I wanted to add, and I see MP Otley requesting the floor. MP, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My honorable colleague, MP Kotai, reminded me of something I wanted to ask. Speaking about EDC, can you provide an update on the 10.4 acres that was once transferred to EDC? I see a lot of people posting, especially for the week off, went to Aurora, and I don't expect the water park to be in the budget, but I would like to know the status of this land that was transferred to EDC, and does EDC still have ownership of this land, if it was, or if it was transferred out? Based on those answers, I'll reserve the rest of my questions pertaining to that particular land. Thank you.
Thank you, MP Otley. Minister Heiliger, I don't see any other questions for your ministry at this time. And would you immediately like to give a response in terms of your answers to be provided, when and how? Then I invite you to do that now, Minister.
Thank you, Madam Chair Lady, and thank you, members of Parliament, for all your questions. I would like to take a day, maybe tomorrow, to return with some of the answers, with the questions posed. I would really, really need to take some time and put this throughput fee questions and causeway questions to rest, hopefully tomorrow. I need some time to answer it clearly, adequately, concisely, and I hope by tomorrow we can put these questions to rest. Thank you, Madam Chair Lady.
Thank you so much, Minister Heiliger, and members of Parliament, and also for the Minister's information. This is going to be our last session for this evening, for this Central Committee meeting. We will continue tomorrow starting at 10:30 a.m. And the sequence will be provided to members of Parliament later this evening, probably early tomorrow, as we get it from the Council of Ministers. And as the Minister indicated, Minister of TIAT indicated, she will be returning tomorrow as well with the answers to the questions. So tomorrow, members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with the Central Committee meeting at 10:30 a.m. And I therefore here adjourn this meeting as I bid you all a pleasant evening. Meeting adjourned.